this first image that you're looking at has been my screensaver for almost a year now. This is a mood board putting together of the things that inspire you, the bits of other buildings that really capture the essence of something that you're trying to get in the project that you're doing. And it's a great resource now. You used to have to look through loads and loads of books and take terrible photocopies, and now it's all available for you. You can see beautifully done shots of beautifully made environments, and some rougher ones, that give you an atmosphere, that give you a sense of what sort of rooms would excite me to be in, because that it matters. And so this is your wish list. But of course, the thing is that we don't want to make a building that's a Chinese clinic or whatever. We want to make a building that reminds us of those things. And there are plenty of modern techniques, plenty of modern buildings that still have this same sort of feel, and there's a good reason for that. We love these Japanese, Chinese buildings, but the reason we love them is that they are using principles, they're using things that matter to humans. And even if we don't understand them, we still find ourselves copying them to this day. We like certain environments. They excite us and make us feel comfortable at the same time. And you can get those principles into a building, whether it's a 2,000 years old, 1,000 years old, in China, Japan, or Sweden, or Putney. I don't know why I said Putney, but anyway. So it's really trying to look through these elements and say, okay, well, if we forget what to us now are expensive materials, what are the materials that we commonly use now, where we could translate the effect that you get into something more modern? And it's really not that difficult I think if you go not so much for the look but for the feel. Why do these buildings feel so exciting? Why do we want to be walking around, sitting in this space? So you can begin to take some of these elements out that are often in our culture hidden framework of things, and bring them to the fore so that you can sort of understand how that space is made. I don't know if it's just a personal thing. I don't think it is, but to me, I love to know. I love to be able to see how something is made. It gives me a sense of that somehow it is an approachable space. It's a human scale space. Something I think that the Japanese do unbelievably well is, even in big buildings, they know when to make something human scale, and they know how to use things that remind you enough of nature. I mean, so much of Japanese culture is based on this. Remind you of things that you feel familiar with, to make you feel at home, and yet somehow in awe. And that's really what we've been trying to nick, copy, use to really make the most of the spaces that we have. There's no need to go down the route of these expensive and exotic spaces. There's enough exotic once you've understood the principles of why we like spaces. And it's all based on our fundamental human needs.